I always felt that this being gay was a complete imperfection, and if I told my parents, my world would come crashing down.
I don't remember anybody actually saying that being a homosexual was wrong, but it was communicated. I mean, I knew somehow that it was the worst thing that could happen.
I had always had that feeling deep inside me that I knew that I was not like the other kids.
Once I really came out to myself, I just was really nervous about, would anyone love me? And I worried about my career. Can I be gay and, achieve all that I really want to do with my life?
I kind of waited until college years. I took the distance and the mileage to make it easier for me and my coming out.
I hadn't really explored who I was as a person, got married at a young age, and thought that as a Christian, you just find your best friend as your soulmate and live happily ever after.
Probably in my late teens, I remember praying, God, please change this, take this from me. And I suddenly had this realization that God loved me and I could be a good person and a person I could be proud of. And it made a big difference for me moving forward.
For so long, it felt like it was either or. Either I'm gonna be gay and not get to be involved in faith, or I stay involved in faith and not be who I am.
I came out to myself before going to college. That really changed my life, I think. I wouldn't feel as open and out as I was at school, so there was like this battle that would happen every time I'd go home. And that's how I got the courage to come out to my family. It's just I couldn't do it anymore, and I think the weight of it kind of helped me.
The hardest part was telling my parents. It was emotional and traumatic, and why didn't you tell us sooner? We could have had you fixed. I'm like, I'm not a dog. You can't have me fixed. I'm still the same person that you've always known. Now you just know a little bit more about me.
You want to be normal. You want to be like everyone else. You want the family, the house, the kids. That's kind of why I was denying everything.
It was a choice I made. It was either I cut them out of my life or I'd be open and honest with them. And initially the reactions were mixed. They had some problems. But when you think about it, it took me years to come to terms with who I was, and it took them a while too.
What my mother said was, okay, you've come out to yourself a long time ago and had all these years to deal with it. Now, I'm just now getting this news, so you need to give me some time to work with it myself.
I wanted to tell my mom. It took me 3 Christmases to get enough courage up. I told her, and she said I was afraid of that. Over a period of years, she was totally cool about it, and was totally loving to my partner. And I felt like once my mom knew, I didn't care who else knew, and I was ready to come out.
Just that pressure and the disappointment that you feel from the people that you want to love you the most, that can be extremely hard.
You just feel lonely until you start to talk to someone about it, and then you start to realize that it's not an issue that's going to hold you back, and it's not an issue for the people in your life who really do truly love you.
A high school friend, her brother was gay and out and proud, and of course I had to get to know this person, and I'm glad I did. He saved my life. He taught me that it was okay, and when I finally did start coming out of the closet, it was like an avalanche. I couldn't stop.
After you find that person that you can confide in, then it kind of trickles. You become empowered.
Like we've all said, once you tell that first person, it does get much easier, and it really does get much better.
I do have a 10-month-old little boy. He's the love of my life. When I walk through the door at night after a day of work and he's sitting there clapping and squealing when I walk through the door, I forget everything. It's great. It does get a lot better, and you can have a normal life.
They thought this was gonna destroy my kids after the divorce and everything. Now my mom, told me just this last Thanksgiving that I can bring whoever I want to her house.
My parents were, like I said, they were furious at first, but after time came, they were cool with it. Bruce and I have been together for 22 years. They come out for holidays. They buy gifts, we exchange cards, we do, just like a family does.
My biggest fear was just that the people that I cared about wouldn't love me anymore, and that didn't happen. So it got great.
For the most part, for every one friend that I've lost, I've gained 2 or 3 stronger friends, people that will stick by you through thick and thin.
You waste a lot of energy hiding, and it's like once you get rid of that, then you have the energy to kind of learn to love people and love yourself.
Don't stop looking for someone to talk to. You're not alone. If somebody doesn't want to talk to you about it, go find somebody else.
There's all kinds of different gay people as well.
And find other people who will love you and support you the way you are. And that will make all the difference in the world.